Hi everyone! So for today's video, I will be sharing with you guys yung mga requirements or document na kailangan yung isubmit if you are planning to file a spousal or CR1 visa. Again, if you are planning to file a CR1 or spousal visa, this video is for you. So ito yung mga requirements. Again, this is based on our experience. Kasi nag-process kami ng CR1 or spousal visa way back September of 2023. And last May 20, nakapunta na ako here sa US kung saan nakatira yung husband ko. So again, wala kaming lawyer. Ginawa lang namin to ng asawa ko. So, purely research online, Google, YouTube video. We did join sa, sa group chat sa Messenger or Facebook. We did that while doing our visa. So here we go, the details or the document or the requirements that you need to secure before kayo mag-login or mag-sign up sa USCIS account. So again, ang una nyong gawin is secured lahat ng requirements before kayo mag-sign up sa USCIS account. Para alam mo yun, tuloy-tuloy yung process. So first na requirements, of course, may foreign or may US spouse ka. Okay? US spouse, and then once you have a US spouse, of course, pag nag-asawa na kayo, may marriage certificate, right? So you have to secure the PSA certified marriage certificate. Okay? And next, birth certificate. Both beneficiary and the petitioner. Meaning to say, birth certificate ng asawa mo at yung birth certificate mo. Okay, and then the next one, that will be valid passport. For the same, both petitioner and beneficiary, that is valid. Next, 2x2 picture or the visa, US visa passport. No, not US visa, US visa photo. Okay, any, if you are corporate, wala siyang requirement but you have to be corporate. Sabihin nyo na lang yun sa nagpipicture sa shop kasi alam na nila yun. Okay, next one, a proof of relationship. So yung sa amin, yung sinabit namin that time is yung screenshot ng nag-message sa Facebook sa akin. First time nag-message sa Facebook. Lahat ng conversation namin yun, screenshot ko isa-isa. Matrabaho siya, but then again, worth it naman siya. Screenshot of your conversation online, even at the text, messenger, whatever. Kung ano yung platform kayo nag-uusap. Second one, screenshot ng call logs. Meaning to say yung call history nyo, if araw-araw kayo nag-uusap, you have to secure that screenshot also. Third, yung if ever you have a conversation with his family, so screenshot nyo din yun para makakatulong siya. Plus point rin yun. So in sa part namin yun, I did a screenshot yung conversation namin ng mom niya. So yun yung ginawa ko. And then the same also yung screenshot ng conversation niya with my niece, my mom. Even though wala yung, hindi siya conversational pagkausap niyo yung mom ko, kasi hindi naman magaling mag-English yung nanay ko. So at least like screenshot. You can do that. And then picture together. So if you're planning to file a visa, make sure kada bisita nyo sa'yo sa Pilipinas, take a picture. kayong dalawa, yeah, it is important to take a picture kasi kailangan talaga yun. And ako dati hindi ako mahilig or hindi siya mahilig mag-picture. And then me, mahilig ako mag-selfie. And luckily, we have that kind of a picture na pinrovide. Pero yung ginawa ko, diba, kasi sobrang dami. Tatanungin nyo kasi ngayon, paano mo ginawa yung picture? Kasi sobrang dami. What I did last time is that, sa laptop, nag-collage lang ako, isang bond paper, 4 na picture na to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Para hindi yung sobrang daming paper na gagamitin ko. So, 4 na picture sa isang bond paper. Para hindi siya madami. And then, yung last is, you have to fill out the I-130A form. So, wala akong copy. I don't know where did I put. Baka naiwan ko sa Pilipinas yung I-130 ko. But again, nasa USCIS account nyo yan. Mada-download nyo sa USCIS account. Yung I-130A form. Before you fill out the I-130 form, and before you download the I-130 form, you have to make sure yung expiration date na hindi expired. Kasi minsan, binabalik ng USCIS pag yung form na pinalatan nyo is expired na. So, dito nyo yung makikita. In the upper right corner. Ito siya. Hindi itong I-130 ha. Example lang to. So, once you secured all the documents, and then once you secured or once you're done filling out the I-130, you have to pay the $625. Again, $625 yung dollar. $625 yung babayaran nyo sa USCIS account. Sa USCIS account, di kaya magbabayad na. Sorry. So again, hindi pwede yung peso sa USCIS account. Yung ina-accept lang nila ata is yung debit card, credit card ng US citizen, yung US based na card or ng bank. Kasi USCIS nga eh. Sa lahat ng process during the visa stage namin, USD yung bayad, hindi Philippine peso, except for the medical. And I will be sharing to you soon yung mga requirements. Okay? So, once you're done submitting all these documents, and once you're done paying the $625, makaka-receive kayo ng email within, I think sa amin, naka-receive kami ng email within 3 days, yung notice of action, meaning to say, na-receive nila yung documents and the payment that you did online. Okay? Make sure then na kapag naka-receive kayo notice of action sa email, ida-download nyo yung NOAA form or the receipt. Ida-download nyo yun para may copy kayo. And that's it for our first stage of the spousal or CR1 visa requirements. And if you have question, you can comment down below. If may question kayo, I will be sasagutan ko yan kasi wala pa akong trabaho ngayon. But anyway, nandito na ako ngayon sa US. Yeah, nasa US na ako ngayon. It's been 2 weeks already. And nandito ako and yeah. Since we're waiting, or I'm waiting for the Social Security and the green card na dumating sa amin para makapag-start ako. Hanap ng trabaho. Hindi tayo pwedeng taong bahay. Nabuboard ako. Kaya ito ginawa ko yung video kasi nabuboard ako. But anyway, and para makahap na din ako sa inyo. Bye! See you in the next video.